You ever hear the phrase, pressure makes diamonds? Well, in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup final, the Indiana Fever didn't just shine, they exploded into brilliance. They weren't supposed to win. Not this game, not with everything stacked against them. Injuries, locker room issues, critics lining up to bury them before the first tip. And yet, what they did on that court shook the entire basketball world. Let's start with Caitlin Clark. She didn't play, benched for the third straight game with a nagging groin injury, but don't let that fool you. Clark was as present as ever. From the sidelines, she was vocal, focused, and every bit the leader this team needed. Her energy was contagious, her presence undeniable. She didn't just cheer, she led. When the moment called for it, she showed the heart of a captain even when her body couldn't suit up.
How did she look? How did she feel today during shoot-around? And is she making progress and getting closer to playing?
She's making progress. You know, I think, again, top of mind, I think I told you this afternoon, is just long-term. Now, making sure that we don't have any setbacks. Making progress and feeling good are two different things. And we want to make sure that she feels good. We want to make sure that she's confident. We want to make sure that we're not putting her in a position to have it.
The Fever didn't just have one issue. They were drowning in them. DeWanna Bonner, the veteran brought in for leadership, quit on the team and was waived. Dantas was playing overseas, chemistry had evaporated, and the team had lost 3 of their last 5 games. This wasn't a group trending toward greatness. It was a group many had already written off. On paper, it was a mismatch. The Minnesota Lynx were dominant, led by MVP frontrunner Napheesa Collier, playing on their home court with a roaring, sold-out crowd behind them. Las Vegas favored the Lynx by 14 points. Everyone expected a blowout. And yet, the Fever didn't back down. They locked in, and they showed up.
DeWanna Bonner was brought in for leadership. She was brought in for leadership. And do you want to know all that these young players learned from her? If things don't go your way, refuse to show up, continue to get paid a max contract.
Kelsey Mitchell was the spark. In a game where every possession mattered, she came out firing, she attacked the rim early, knocked down threes at a deadly 41% clip, and controlled the offense with poise and confidence. She wasn't trying to replace Clark, she was showing the world that she had game of her own. The Lynx couldn't contain her, and Mitchell set the tone. Then came Aaliyah Boston. For most of the season, she hadn't been getting the ball in her sweet spots, but in this game, her teammates fed her, and she delivered. She dominated the paint, matched up against the fearsome Collier, and finished with a monster double-double. 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. You could see her confidence grow with every touch. This was the Boston we all knew could dominate, and she arrived when it mattered most.
Pressure is a privilege. You came into the former champion's house and took them down on their home floor. How does it feel to bring Indiana their first championship?
It feels great. We knew that we had to come in here with energy. We know that they're a great team and they were going to go on runs. And so for us, it was about containing those runs and then going on.
Into this, you talked about so much, hey, you got to have the right approach. Don't trick this off. Have the focus. Take me inside that mindset of you guys coming into this game and how tonight was just a collective effort that got it done.
I describe this entire experience as a gut check experience, and I mean that intentionally. Physically, mentally, psychologically, it was a gut check moment today, and I think for us, it was about making sure we won those moments that mattered. And I thought down the stretch of the game, we did an unbelievable job of just staying together, weathering the storm, and kind of utilizing what we needed to based on our schemes and our personnel from practice. And I thought down the stretch of the game specifically, we bought in. All 5 of us, whoever was on the floor, bought in.
And if we're talking MVPs, you have to talk Natasha Howard. Her performance was nothing short of legendary. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, perfect from the line, and elite defense on Collier all night long. She forced 5 turnovers, made timely plays on both ends, and completely changed the pace of the game. She was the heartbeat of the Fever's performance and earned Commissioner's Cup MVP honors. Her intensity and leadership were everything the Fever needed.
16 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. Your MVP is Natasha Howard.
But it wasn't a one-woman show. Sophie Cunningham came off the bench and lit the place up. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 3 massive three-pointers that flipped the momentum of the game. Her energy was infectious, her hustle undeniable. Aari McDonald was another surprise. Just newly signed, she dropped 12 critical points and brought the pace and defense that kept the Lynx off balance. Lexi Hull also contributed in big moments, proving she belonged on this stage.
And so I'm just wondering if the Commissioner's Cup is just a stepping stone for greater things to come.
Well, I hope so. But at the same time, we want to take care of business now, right? We want to win a cup. So we're not looking at it necessarily as a stepping stone. We're looking at it as an opportunity to win. And then we're looking at it, as coaches, as an opportunity to continue to stack days. We haven't had a lot of consistency in our lineup. And so we haven't really built that camaraderie and connectedness that we need in order for us to be successful. But we can take another step towards growth, another step towards consistency on the floor, in execution, in energy level. We're playing the best team in the league right now. And
what changed? Everything. The ball movement came back. The trust returned. The identity was rediscovered. The Fever defense clamped down, holding Minnesota to just 39 points over the final 3 quarters. They limited the Lynx to under 35% shooting and smothered their offense until the life was drained from the crowd. Even when the Lynx cut the lead to 7 in the 4th, the Fever didn't flinch. They answered with back-to-back buckets and slammed the door shut. Final score, 74-59. But the moment everyone remembers, Caitlin Clark in the locker room, trophy in hand, dropping 6 unforgettable words. "I just know everybody's sick." She said what everyone else was afraid to. The jealousy surrounding Clark all season had bubbled beneath the surface, and in that moment, she called it out. It was bold, it was real, and it was powerful. Clark proved once again why she's the lightning rod of the league, even from the sideline.
I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed. I just know everybody in the league is sick. They're pissed.
The celebration was raw and unfiltered. Clark toasted her teammates with the Commissioner's Cup trophy, pulling rookies into the moment and showing she wasn't just a superstar, she was part of a family. That locker room was electric, the players unified by an us-against-the-world mentality, and they earned every second of it. This wasn't just a win, it was a seismic shift. ESPN even had to pull their pre-made video titled "Lynx Dominate Fever" after the result. That's how much of a surprise this was, but the Lynx showed respect in defeat. Head coach Cheryl Reeve admitted it straight up. They just sort of beat us. The Fever had earned it, with grit, with execution, with heart. Now, this team is built for 2025 and beyond. They proved they don't just survive without Clark, they thrive. And when she returns healthy, the WNBA better watch out. Because this group just learned how to win without their superstar. Now, with her back, they become nearly unstoppable. This wasn't just a game. It was a message. When you doubt us, we rise. When you count us out, we answer. The Indiana Fever just showed the WNBA what it means to have true championship DNA. If you believe in this team, if you're riding with the Fever, drop a comment, "I've got the Fever." Like this video, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a second of the drama, passion, and fire here at Chic and Hoop 2.
The media's
This is the
pregame
home of real
expectations were
women's basketball
completely
storytelling.
overturned.
And we're just getting
ESPN
started.